Okay, how's everybody doing this evening? Of course, my name is Kent, and the channel is EOS San Diego. I want to talk a little bit tonight about EOS San Diego #1, EOS San Diego #1, because we are block producers. Please vote EOS San Diego #1. If you haven't voted, please vote, because it's a good idea. It helps the blockchain to perform the way we have intended it to perform, which means that the people that own the tokens decide how the chain is run. So we are block producers, independent block producers. We are running as EOS San Diego #1. If you've never voted for before, please vote. I notice there's a lot of people still have yet to vote for block producer. If you don't know how to vote, it's very simple. First of all, you've got to set up a scatter account. Scatter is very easy to do. There's a lot of YouTube channels on how to make a scatter account. The reason you have to set up a scatter account is that's where you have your private key. It stays on your browser extension. Once you have entered your private key and set up an account with Scatter, you just go to a number of portals and vote for block producer. And I will put a portal in the link below on voting for block producer. So just set up the Scatter account and then go to the portal from the link below, and you can vote very easily for block producer. Please vote EOS San Diego #1. We would really appreciate it. We put a lot of time into it, and we'd appreciate your support, as well as making these videos every night. We are developers of the Challenge Act, and we put a lot of time and effort back in the community, as well as doing nightly videos and trying to stay up as much as possible on what's going on with EOS and talk about EOS and keep it out there for people to know what's going on as well as we can. And I make a nightly video every single night. I've done it for almost a year now. So I try to stay up on everything going on with EOS, and I would appreciate your support. Yesterday, I made a prediction today that the market would go down, but the market went up. The stock market, US stock market, went up in a very, very big way. In fact, it's making these huge swings. Either it's down, record down, or record up. So that would tell you one thing, that the US stock market's in a little bit of chaos. It hasn't found where it's really going to be, where it's going to end. And we don't know yet where it's going to end. I have a feeling that it's going to end up down significantly from where it's been previously. I think that helps cryptocurrencies, because there's going to be money looking for a place once stock market kind of finds where it's going, which is, I think, in a downward motion, downward trend. I think it's going down, and I think a lot of money is going to leave the market and go elsewhere. Right now, I think cryptocurrencies are a very good place for it to go, as EOS would be one of those cryptocurrencies I think would find a lot of that money. The other thing I want to talk a little bit about tonight is I want to talk about, since the market's been down and EOS has been down, and people have not talked about it as much as they had previously, I think it's given EOS a little opportunity to kind of find itself. The thing about a blockchain isn't complicated. What is complicated is the blockchain that's scalable. That's the complicated part about blockchain, is that it needs to be scalable. In order for it to be scalable, there's got to be a level of trust. And that's taken just a little bit of time for EOS to kind of find its way in that respect. As far as and that's what I'm talking about as far as block producers are concerned. Being able to find, seek its level. Seek a way for people to kind of feel comfortable with how it operates, what it does, and how EOS is going to function in a way that there's a level of trust and a level of, a layer of trust that allows it to be scalable, so that, it can function in a way that is able to handle all the transactions that are needed to handle for the blockchain to be able to do everything it's intended to do. This time of EOS the market being soft, things not going up, is giving EOS a little bit of time for it to seek its own level and to find out how to solve some of the problems that it's had, some of the issues of governance, some of the issue of block producing, some of those other things. It's given time for it to find out how to solve those problems. So this has actually been a good time for EOS to solve those problems, to be able to kind of regroup and be able to move forward without having a lot of other things distracting it. Because if the market was going crazy, there's a lot of things that would have been distracting people from what's really at issue here, which is developing the blockchain, making the blockchain scalable, and making the blockchain so it can do a lot transactions per second and have a very valuable trust layer that makes the decisions as far as the blockchain is concerned. So please, EOS right now I think is in a very good position to start to really do all the things that it was intended to do. And this would be a time I think would be very valuable for people to think about getting involved, not only as buying the token, but doing development and other things on EOS. There's an opportunity right now for a lot of people to be involved. I appreciate you watching. Thank you very much.